Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Hacking Self Storage podcast. It is Monday morning. It's bright and early, and we are ready to go. I've had 2 coffees already, and it's only just 7 a.m. Come on. Okay, so on Friday, I recorded an episode about Big Yellow. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's in the Dropbox, but it's not showing up for my VA, Jojo. And so we don't know what the problem is, but hopefully we can release that episode tomorrow. And yeah, like I say, it's all about Big Yellow, and I get really, really excited. I proper geek out, and it really is good. If I do say so myself. Now, I really, really enjoyed doing that episode. For those of you who've been following me and listening to me a long time, I love looking at figures and other people's figures and trying to gauge some sort of better understanding about the industry and where we're at. And them figures that came out of Big Yellow last week, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Their quarterly results. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have that episode. So Mondays is all about my week in numbers, what went on, what went good, what went bad, and all that good stuff. Do you know what? It was a massive week for quotes, massive week. And for one of the first times in God knows how long, we actually had more move-ins than we had reservations, which is crazy, which is good. Okay, let's start at Willoughby then. Willoughby, we had 41 quotes. That's an average of 5.86 quotes per day, 11 reservations. So that's a conversion rate of 26.83%. I think 27%, I think it's okay. We want to be a little bit higher if I'm being really picky, but it's not bad. 27%, we'll take that. Well, I think it's par. I think it's probably just above par. So we want to be between 25 and 30% in this one. Move-ins, we had 13 move-ins, which is 13.71% conversion rate, so 32%. That, my friends, is above par. Anything above 25% there is really, really good. 32%, outstanding team, well done. So 13 reservations in total. Sorry, 13 move-ins, 11 reservations at Willoughby. We moved in 785 square foot. We moved out 760. So it was 25 square foot up. I said we was gonna be a 500 square foot up this week, but we wasn't. I asked the team to let's have a look. Let's do a deep dive in what's happening here, because we were supposed to move in a lot more square foot, and for whatever reason, didn't materialize. So did people expire the reservation? Was it cancelled, or was the reservation moved back, meaning that people didn't need their unit for another week or two? So we just got to have a look. And I think it's vital that everybody looks at this and keeps an eye on it, because if you have too many cancelled reservations or expired reservations, are you doing something incorrect? Is there a mistake being made somewhere? Or is it just part of the course, which it possibly could be? But we need to keep an eye on it. We just need to watch that area and make sure that there isn't something that we're doing incorrectly, or how can we improve? Because if we're above the national average, then we want to look into it. If we're below the national average, that's great, but we've always got to keep our eye on the ball. There may be nothing wrong. There probably is nothing wrong. But I can't remember exactly, but I think we're supposed to move in like 800 square foot, 880 square foot, or something like that last week. I could be completely wrong. I always plus another 400 or 500, because you're going to get people who reserve and move in during that week. And it's less than we actually anticipated last week. And I know we had move-ins that were due, and I know we had people book during the week and move in during the week. So some of the expected square footage maybe didn't come for whatever reason. So it's all, like I say, always good just keep an eye on things and look into any sort of numbers that haven't lived up to expectations. So we're still 25 square foot up. We moved in 13 people internally, and we moved out 9. So internally, we got 345 rooms occupied, 1 container in, 1 container out. That's 42 containers. Number of car parking spaces is still 3. Store occupancy is 76.69%. So 77%. Want to get above that 80. Need to get above that 80. Average merchandise sales per moving was £15.67. Insurance sold, we sold £5,000 worth of insurance average, which means that we took £65,000 worth of cover this last week. A little bit below average, but the unit size, as you can see, 13 move-ins for 785 square foot. It means the average square foot is low. So we'd expect our average insurance sales to be lower, because the lower the room, the smaller the room, the less the insurance size. Right, this next week, this is a bit I always look at. We are due 14 move-ins this week for 1,085 square foot. So that means hopefully we should be moving in around about 1,500 square foot this week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Move-outs were 11. So we had 11 move-outs this week for 900. Sorry, this next week we're due 11 move-outs for 935 square foot. Right, let's... I'll tell you what, weekly revenue, by the way, was really, really good this week. It was one of the highest for some time. It was £39,277. We took £1,000 and £1,072 at Wrexham, £6,152 at Clough Road, £3,938 at Beverley, and £28,039 at Willoughby. No bounce direct debits anywhere. I don't know if I've ever read that. No bounce direct debits. You what? Just take a swig of my coffee. Right, let's move on to Clough Road. Clough Road is a site that I am really, really excited about. We've only been live probably not quite 18 months yet. To be honest, I don't know how many months, but not quite 18 months. I don't think. So let's say 18 months. And our gross revenue, gross revenue is basically what we've invoiced so far of taking this. Let's have a look. The sum of all invoices generated this month to date, after discounting, excluding tax. Right, yeah. So this is what we've invoiced so far. It's the 17th of the month, and we've invoiced £15,753. But that's not what I'm excited about. Well, I'm excited about that. But what I'm excited about is the comparison. Last month, we invoiced at the same point £12,148. It's an increase of 29.67%. That's unbelievable. The rate per square foot has gone up to £23.69. This time last month, it was at £20.98. So what I'm buzzing about is we are starting to turn the key now at Clough Road. It was all about occupancy before, and now it's about both. It's about occupancy, but it's all about the rate per square foot as well. How much are we taking there? And this place for me is 18 months in, and it's servicing its debt and obviously paying its way. It is a fantastic site. And this is a fair site that I've really had. Don't get me wrong, Willoughby's in a good position, very good position. It's probably, in the area, you won't outposition us in Willoughby. Clough Road, you will not outposition us. It's a fair site that's on a main road. What I would consider viable for a big boy. Big Yellow, Safe Store, etc. would plan a self-storage on that road. It's very, very, very good, the position. Next door to Greggs and also next door to a Starbucks. So you can't beat it. It's a lovely position, fantastic position. And it just shows to me how important the position is, because it's just filled up. It's just worked. We haven't really done anything extraordinary here. We're currently at 72.42% full, where 30 days ago it was 70.15%. The monthly reoccurring revenue is £31,910. £31,910. This place, within 2 years, will be generating £250,000 profit. Well, maybe 200 grand. It'll be interesting to see where we are if we take that month, that when we get to month 24, and we take that month and times it by 12, where we'll be in profit. It'll be between 200 grand and 250 grand. It's just worked, this site. It's just worked. It's been a lovely, 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 lovely experience. And I can't wait to open Mansfield. I can't wait to do that there. I can't wait for the future, for more sites like this. And the great thing is, it's not been intimidating because it's only been 10,000 square foot, the building. So obviously we put a mezzanine floor in, so we've doubled it. So it's 20,000 square foot, but it's not intimidating. The rent isn't intimidating. Don't get me wrong, the rent's massive for rate per square foot, but it's not an intimidating building. Like, if I look at Mansfield, 20,000 square foot, it's doubly as intimidating as Clough Road. However, that's going to generate 300 grand worth of profit as well. So it's just, yeah, I've loved it. I've loved Clough Road. It's been fantastic. And the reservations came last week, finally. So listen to this, amount of quotes, 47 quotes last week, average of 6.71 a day. Number of reservations, 10 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 21%. A little bit below where I want to be. Obviously, we spoke about that. Number of move-ins was 10 as well. So that's conversion rate of 21% as well. 575 square foot moved in, 425 square foot moved out. So we're up 150 square foot. We sold £56,000 worth of insurance, and that's an average of £5,600 per moving. Having said all that, how amazingly good Clough Road is, this next week, we've only got one moving. One moving. What the hell? Where's them 10 reservations? One moving next week. And guess how much? 25 square foot. Boing. We've got 4 move outs as well for 275 square foot. So the move outs are coming. But overall, it's been a really, really good site. Really happy with it. Right, let's talk about Wrexham. I'll be really quick here. 3, something didn't add up here. 3 quotes. No reservations, no move-ins, no nothing. No people due to move in next week. No people due to move out. However, it does say total amount of new insurance sold this week, £6,000. I don't know why it says that on the figures. There is no insurance. There's nobody moved in. Anyway, so nothing really to talk about Wrexham. It is what it is. At least no people are moving out. It's still making money with increasing everybody's insurance, and it's still probably gonna make around about between £40,000 and £50,000 per year. So yeah, even though it's static and not very busy, etc., it's still making money, which is good. Right, let's have a look at Beverley, my first ever site. How long have we been talking for? Oh Jesus, we're at 11 minutes already. Right. Number of quotes, 14 quotes at Beverley, 2 per day. Number of reservations, 1. Now, that is a 7% conversion rate. However, we don't really look into that because we're currently 93% full. So some of the units would have been available for them quotes. So I don't even look at them, the conversion rates now, because it's pointless. Because how can you, if somebody wanted to reserve a 35 square foot room and we don't have one, that still goes down as a quote, but we can't fulfill that reservation, that quote. So we don't even look at it. So number of reservations, 1. Number of move-ins, 2. We moved in 225 square foot. We moved out 100 square foot. So we're up 125. What other information can I tell you about Beverley? I've got loads of data points, and I obviously don't want to read them all out because it's a bit boring. It's great for me, but boring for you guys. Amount of rooms moved in, 2. Amount of rooms moved out, 2. 84 units occupied, 92.65% full, so 93% full. Average insurance, this is a good one. We averaged £10,000 per move-in last week. So £20,000 worth of insurance sold, and the average income, obviously, insurance per unit was £10,000. Do you know what? Beverley is going to have its best ever revenue month this month. Willoughby, oh no, it's not going to be quite. It's going to be nearly. It's nearly its best ever. Clough Road, obviously they expect because it's a growing site. Clough Road and Beverley, both top revenue months. You are good at English, Dean. Oh shoot, I'm on camera and I can feel myself going really red. Right, so yeah, so we broke the revenue records at Wrexham, no, Beverley and Clough Road, and we're close at Willoughby. Obviously I'll do a deep dive into that later on. I've been looking at my graphs and stuff, and I think during COVID, I think 2021, I think that was one of the months there we did 77,000. Anyway, we're not a million miles away at Beverley. Hopefully we'll beat the record at some point this year. Amount of move-ins due this next week is 1 for 75, and amount of move-outs due is 1 for 160. So no major shakes there. Right, we had 22 overall reservations last week, and if we for the Stormore, so for Stormore we had 21 because one reservation came at Beverley. It's a completely different website, and so if we look at website traffic, our website traffic was massive last week. It was 500 and some visitors that we had. I'll tell you what, I'll just get because I can see that exactly. Overview. It's my newsletter, MrSelfStorage.com. Sign up there, and you'll see all my reports and everything. Every single day I share something with you. Yep. So we had 21 reservations across the Stormore sites, and we had 554 website visitors, which meant we converted at 4%. I think that's a really good conversion rate because we had so many website visitors, which is incredible. Website visitors was crazy last week. It was up 27% from the previous week. I don't know where that's come from. I mean, one day we nearly had 200 website visitors, which is unheard of. So I don't really know. I don't know if it's exactly correct that, but who knows? We can't, with analytics, you never, ever really know. Well, I when I see a bump like that going from 50 website visitors to quadrupling nearly for one day, I'm just not sure. I don't know. I just don't know. It makes me question that one day. Is it correct? It could well be. But anyway, 4% conversion rates from website traffic to reservations. What other thing can I share with you? Right, so we had 22 reservations across all sites. 5 booked online. We're seeing an increase in people booking online. And that's beautiful. I love it. And so 5 people booked online. That's 22%. 22% of all our reservations booked online without speaking to us. That is incredible. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right. Okay, my friends. That is it. I've got to go and make my wife breakfast. Not breakfast, sorry, cup of tea. I will speak to you soon. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.